joining me on the line, Tshepiso Bakwadi, Research Analyst at Motswedi Securities. Tshepiso, good to have you as always on the show with us. Just looking at the performance on the markets, let's take a look at the foreign exchange, foreign listed companies right now. CIC Energy has been a top gain, although it's still sitting deeply in negative territory for the year. Why we're seeing some positive momentum around the stock?
Yes, the company has actually increased in terms of the share price from 9.81 to the 10 levels, which was an 8.1% increase. And then today, the price also rose by 13.2% to stand at 12 because we think the markets are getting more interested now that there is a potential stakeholder which could come into place with India's Jindal Steel and Power Limited wanting to acquire about 42% stake in the company. Even though no binding agreement has been made, we remain optimistic.
I mean, what will the backing of a new shareholder mean for CIC Energy? What will it enable the company to achieve?
I believe that would be one. Just a different, somebody else having interest means that there is something on the stock and that there is actually potential for the stock to perform better.
Yeah, we've also seen in the financial space, BIHL moving on the back of that trading update, the reaction of the market to that, because it hasn't disappointed in the sense where it was largely known that we were going to see a slight drop back in earnings this year, given the fact that there was that gain from 33 million pula from that once-off sale last year. But overall, when we look at the numbers, what are your thoughts on the outlook for the company?
I think the company is still a very good stock to buy because at the end of the day you find that the interim results that which they had a trading update on were the 33 million, it could be attributed to the 33 million that they made last year. So today they didn't make that sale, which means that it was just a once-off transaction. And generally the stock is still good because that does not even affect the cash flow position. And also the stock is standing at a PE of 6 times against the market average of about 11.6 times. It means that the stock is actually cheaper and investors should take advantage in that.
Yeah, so buy at this point in time. What about the resources space right now? Because one of the stocks which was hard hit last week was African copper. It was down 10%. And of course, we're seeing that copper price react strongly to what's taking place in Europe right now. It doesn't seem like the picture is improving at all. We did have some positive data coming through from China today, but that, of course, is data that we're tracking. Perhaps it will improve going forward. At this point in time, copper sitting at $7,360. How correlated is a stock like African copper to the actual copper price?
Yes, I think the stock is related because when you look at it, it's still under a lot of pressure at the moment, but we believe that the company, the stock would actually come back and be in a better position as time goes on and as markets soften up. Yeah.
Talking about the currency, we've seen some interesting trends there because the pula was losing ground against the rand and the yen, but in fact appreciated against key global currencies, the dollar, the euro and the pound yesterday. What is the outlook for the currency at this point?
We believe that the pula will remain in a lot of pressure, but as international markets keep improving, we believe that it will actually improve as well.
I mean, just talking about the overall credit rating and the overall perception of the country right now, it's looking pretty good. You had S&P coming out affirming the credit rating yesterday, that long-term rating sitting at A- and that short-term rating sitting at A-2. That overall is the best rating that we have for sub-Saharan African country outside of South Africa, of course. So when you have a ratings agency come out and affirm the rating, is it likely to have knock-on positive effects for fixed income assets or equities?
Absolutely, because a credit rating of this much would mean that the country's economic recovery is well on track. And then also if the government wants to do some more borrowings, then it will be in a better position to negotiate lower interest rates. And therefore, this could actually encourage investments as the outlook looks very stable.
Yeah, so of course, money flowing into the country, though, do fixed income assets steal the light of equities at all?
Yes.
Yeah. If you're going to get exposure, though, to the equity front, I mean, we're seeing what's happening to the copper price. We're seeing how resources stocks have reacted to those. Where's a safe place to put your money?
We believe that with the ratings, being from the A negative to A negative 2 would actually encourage investors to put their monies here.